like maybe the battery ran out again. Maybe I had it.
It's on record right now.
It's magic. I don't know, it must be one of those tradition things.
Yeah, one of those traditions. That's cool. Thanks, Abby. I hope this comes out in the recorder. How's the battery holding up?
It's fine. I think yesterday.
Oh, there aren't that many red seats compared to what I thought.
And that's what I said.
She said about 2,500 students. Looks like she's right, but that's where's the rest of the 11,000? Douglas home.
Nobody knew where your house was when they walked in. Next time.
You know? I wish there maybe is there a better spot for us? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, these people?
And I would have guessed 700, 800 too.
Sandy here?
I still don't see her. Stefan! Oh, I see her.
Take it up here.
cool. Very cool, Meg.
Congratulations.
College project, like the hardware. And 105 of you are graduating with Rutgers College General Honors.
Rutgers College.
And finally, 603 members of this senior class have received college honors based on. And so also have many of you participated in leadership and volunteerism, helping the Rutgers College and local communities. Where are you? Hi. Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Vic. So that was Vic Tandon reminding me to tell you to power down your cell phones and your beepers during the course of the event. Also, as my favorite philosopher, Cervantes, noted through the observations of the eccentric and probably delusional Caballero Andante Don Quixote, if you are prepared, you have half fought the battle. Rutgers College 2004, you have more than half fought the battle of life. So as you move forward and on from Rutgers, I am confident that you can and will set an example for those around you to follow. Thoreau again. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life that you imagined possible. Congratulations, 2004.
Rather dopey and bashful. And as the years progressed, we became grumpy, sneezy, and most of all sleepy. But in the end, we were happy, and for many of us prepared to pursue careers as doctors, whether they be in jurisprudence, medicine, or philosophy. So goes our college careers, as told by the same doors. Joking aside, it's with great honor that I stand before you today as a well-worded barrier between you and your diploma. I have been told that graduation speeches are sort of like the Star Spangled Banner before a big basketball game. Everyone knows the words, and everyone is contented for the main event, not the song. However, good manners require that the audience remain quiet and respectful. Therefore, I will reciprocate by, with good manner enough not to sing the whole song, but only the important verse. T.S. Eliot once said, "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." These eloquent words take form today as we stand. A few years ago, I stood here and prepared to become a part of the history of Rutgers College. I gazed with wonder upon Willie the Silent and wondered why Willie was so silent. I walked through the gates of Old Queens, and as tradition dictates, I pledged not to walk out until I had earned his grace. I basked in the glow of future doctors, lawyers, scholars, and leaders, not knowing the extent of the potential that would be realized in the next coming years. And as I reflected on these moments in preparation for these words, I was struck by how much of the song I would naturally say. The wonderful thing about speaking to you, Rutgers College, class of 2004, is that there's so much I learned to say. I don't need to tell you about the importance of leadership. When higher education in New Jersey was at risk, you demonstrated leadership and let the state of New Jersey know that your votes matter. When September 11th hit our campus, you demonstrated leadership through volunteering and programming that cultivated our unity as a campus and as a nation. When plans for restructuring of Rutgers University arrived, you demonstrated leadership through speech by making yourself heard by every important decision maker involved. Students of Rutgers demonstrated how to be the change they want to see in the world. I don't need to tell you about the importance of diversity. Until in all sections of this fair land, there will be equal opportunities for all, and character shall be the standard of excellence. our diversity reaches far beyond the great legacy of Paul Robeson, thanks to the tireless efforts of student leaders, faculty, and administrators who cultivate a true sense of diversity of ideas and cultures on campus. Through our collective efforts, some of whom are alumni of Rutgers College, such as my grandfather, Leroy Judge Darks, class of 1947, and my uncle, Leroy Matthew. Let's use our lights to illuminate the human potential that lies in every man, woman, and child, so that we may always remember the brightness of our future. We arrive at this place today on this hallowed ground where convocation occurred and experience it for the first time because now it is our radiance that reveals the strength, history, tradition, and pride that is the spirit of Rutgers College. So in closing, take every precious moment given to let your light shine, because it's your brilliant lights that will illuminate the wisdom of the past, the beauty of the present, and the potential of the future. May our light shine on the future generations, the future of Rutgers.
Security and The Apprentice are part of the vernacular. The world was a far different place in the year 2000 from what it is today, sitting here. The usual graduation uncertainties seem a bit heightened to graduates who have navigated double majors at the same time our nation has navigated double wars. Our generation's defining moment was set as vigil candles burned and smoke filled. But before all that, we unpacked our brand spanking new computers, photo albums stuffed with memories from home, and ramen noodles into our dorms scattered from Tinsley and Clothier, and over the river and through the woods to the BAMs and the quads. Shaggy, It Wasn't Me kicked off the soundtrack to our newly acquired lives. We were shuffled into the common room to meet our new families, an amalgamation of people who ran the gamut from glorious to absurd and back. We took our obligatory positions next to our roommates. Now, 4 years later, we either look away when we see them, or we embrace and cry finding wedding parties. And God forbid one of us has the same name as someone else on the floor, because at that moment he either became Porno Dan or Hot Dan, a name which has stuck with him ever since. Within those first tentative weeks, our expectations of what college was supposed to be met up somewhere in the middle with what was shaping up to be our daily routines of class, dining hall treks, and all-nighters for no reason except we could. There were times when we were asking our neighbors, cousins, sisters, roommates to just go to Rite Aid for us, culminated with a new reason to look forward to Tuesday nights, and Wednesday nights, and Thursday nights, and certainly to hear in the club and living on a prayer every night as if it was the first time ever. Yet, our newly minted IDs caught up with us. Junior year was also full of resumes, cover letters, and alphabet soup of GREs, LSATs, and MCATs. Internships, aka slave labor, packed us into trains to New York and Philly, giving us glimpses into the real world, whatever that actually is. We were here at Rutgers during a time of incredible innovation. The slash car became obsolete, saving millions of dollars in $10 increments. Where'sMyBus.com was introduced. The My Rutgers portal was introduced this year, and it made many check their email for the first time, where they found many, many greetings from former President Lawrence, current President McCormick, Lieutenant John O'Neill, and Justine Hernandez-Levine. sat on our front porches and watched the freshmen parade down College Ave this past September, the surrealism of it all may not have quite set in. Registering that last time for spring semester still left us a bit bitter toward the RU crew. We made our last trip down to Parkland to pay off tickets, and then to Bush, then the scary office space S building to get our blocks sorted. And then it was suddenly April, and our parents called to tell us that our graduation pictures had arrived. I sat in the middle of April with my quasi-friends from freshman year writing a speech, one of which was Suzanne, your vice president. Did you even know that you could be a Rutgers College project kid? Probably less than 50 of you are sitting out there who have shared the utility experience with me. We sat there that night, poring over our shared memories of hazy nights, funny stories, and spring breaks. I would never have thought 4 years ago the mundane would become the memorable. We walked through college holding our kaleidoscope, looking one way at the past and another at the future, through a colorful and somewhat unclear spin. The next time we attend our function to watch yet another winning football game, for it is time, it will be as alumni. Class of 2004, if I can offer you any advice, it is this. 1, be honest. Life is simpler that way. 2, be resolute. Do exactly what you want, regardless of the obstacles that others will be only too happy to reveal to you. 3, be ambitious. Expect that nobody will lose. If you want it, go get it. And finally, embrace the spontaneous and unexpected. As college students, we have perfected the sentiment each and every day. Thank you, and are you Robert?
Taken their places in society over the last 2 centuries. But of course, as all commencement speakers are asked to do on these occasions, I also want to offer just a few thoughts on what I'm calling leadership and learning from my own experiences as a fellow Rutgers grad and a business person. And while humor certainly does have its place here today, I want you to know I absolutely will avoid any cheap jokes, for example, about our New Jersey, the often misunderstood Garden State. Otherwise, I might be mentioning those t-shirts sold at the Jersey Shore. We've all seen them that say, New Jersey, ask me about our exits. Or, New Jersey, the jokes are not all true. So, what would you prefer? Living in a place like North Dakota that Jay Leno doesn't even know exists? Also, I will not say a single word about our unique New Jersey accents. I just refuse to talk about it. Especially to those of you who spent most of your lives here in Jersey, as very obviously I did. Well, okay, maybe just one mention. Since many of you will be traveling after graduation, maybe I should at least remind you, and this may be a surprise to some of you, that those characters on The Sopranos, they do have accents, you just can't hear them. So if you do plan to travel, and you suddenly find yourself in Middle America, like Indiana, for example, Kansas, I mention these 2 places in particular because number 1, I have no idea where they are. Number 2, like many states between here and California, I think they may be square-shaped. Anyway, under no circumstances outside of New Jersey or New York, I want to tell you, this is very practical advice, should you ever attempt to pronounce the words gorgeous or coffee. Coffee especially is a dead giveaway. 40 years ago, I did sit exactly where you are today with the Rutgers class of 1964, an all-male group of essentially ethnic European Americans. Things really have changed, haven't they? And for the better. We were, as you are, very happy to graduate, happy to have made it through the final semester, generally confident about moving into the world of work, but also generally clueless about what to expect. My grandfather actually moved to Piscataway in the 1920s, lived in Possumtown, not far from here, where he grew vegetables, raised English setters, and sold fresh eggs from the back of a 1927 Model T Ford. I graduated from Piscataway High School, also not far from here. fact, Piscataway High School is so close to the Rutgers Livingston campus that I heard it too was originally part of the governor's reorganization plan for Rutgers. The year was 1960, 6 months before John F. Kennedy became president. I commuted for all 4 of my years at Rutgers, started working for New Jersey Bell within days of my graduation, except for 2 years in the Army, meeting my ROTC obligation. I stayed with the same company for over 35 years as it changed shape from New Jersey Bell, part of the Bell system, to Bell Atlantic in 1984, and Verizon today. But before I offer you any thoughts on leadership and learning, I would like to address our number one priority on this day, this bright shining moment in your lives, and that is the recognition and celebration of your graduation from Rutgers. Because it does mark an achievement and a distinction so much more important to you than I could possibly convey. Each of you has been given a fantastic opportunity, one that will forever shape your lives. Never take it for granted. Celebrate it. Be very proud of what you have achieved, because over the last 4 years, you have fulfilled the promise and the confidence that so many have had in you. I know that every parent and every family member here today, and those that could not be with us, is extraordinarily proud of what you have accomplished as you prepare to receive your degrees today from Rutgers. But, isn't there always a but? But, just to get your attention, I have to tell you that in 4 years of hard work and sacrifice, you have at this moment in time learned about 2%, maybe less, of what will eventually be required for your success over your 40 years. As president of Bell Atlantic for nearly 8 years, I had the privilege of being responsible for the operations of a company with $40 billion in total revenue, 70,000 employees, and a market value of over $100 billion. Responsible for a steady flow of complex business decisions, most with lots of time pressure and many internal and external options about the right path to take. My very best wishes to the Rutgers College class of 2004 for absolutely unimaginable levels of future success and happiness. And with the confidence that 40 years from now, maybe sooner, one of you will be here on this same lawn addressing the Rutgers class of 2044 and wondering where the heck all the time went. Of course, I also hope that when that happens, I am seated right down here in the first row at age 101, one of the oldest Rutgers alums, with my 10-speed bike chained to a street sign on College Ave, my helmet in my lap, tickets to the latest Simon and Garfunkel reunion concert at the Meadowlands in my pocket. Thank you and good luck to all.
I want to, but I can't hear you. Megan! Megan! I don't want to. She's not going to. Sorry, sorry.
No, we took them all.
Singular. That's because he hasn't got me a Verizon phone yet.
Just stay here for a while. Maybe somebody else will move.
Okay, let's get serious. Thank you very much, Jim, for your... The
Megan!
Emma Twyman Award.
She pretended.
Emma Twyman Award recognizes an outstanding graduate who has received assistance through the Educational Opportunity Fund program and has been admitted to graduate level studies. This year's recipient of the Emma Twyman Award is Pam Lee. Pam, please come forward. presentation of diplomas. And this is very, very important. Please listen. As a courtesy to your classmates,
Wayne M. Karalevich, Margaret Grace Watson with highest honors, Sandra D. Cassis with high honors, Michael Wayne Watson with highest honors, Gary David Casper with high honors, Jasmine T. Weaver, Shara M. Casavitz with highest honors, Elizabeth Weber, Olga Kadenshire, Amy Elizabeth Kajula, Keith T. Wynn, Alicia Alexandria Kim with high honors, Kristen L. Windsor, Alan D. Kim, Rachel Marissa Winter with highest honors, Veronica H. Kim, Adam John Weisel, Yundong Kim, Lauren Lee Wiseman with honors, Grace J. Kim, Dorota Wanda Dinook, Eugene Catherine Kim, Rachel Wall, Youngju Kim, Modilla, Melissa H. Kim with honors, Bernard C. Boitas, Minjong Kim, Adam J. Walensky, Samuel Kim, David Paul Wolf, Sun K. Kim, Kimberly Walters, Song On Kim, Alfred Wong, Susan J. Kim, Eric David Wong, Charles Eli King, Lauren Elizabeth Wong with highest honors, Timothy Elaine Kim, Caroline Diane Wood, Anna B. Kersner with honors, Nicole Irene Wood, Matthew Thomas Kittle, Peter Jeffrey Woodward, Marshall Todd Kisner, Melissa C. Watson, Elizabeth M. Plain with high honors, Stephanie M. Rulewski, Rachel Elise Klausner, Twee E. Wu with high honors, Marzena M. Clemenco, Matthew S. Werman, Stephanie C. Clemens, Melissa Jean Paxton Wise with highest honors, Jeffrey W. Klosik, Alice Zanakis, Daniel Jared Pleska, Anna S. Yanofsky with high honors, David Glenn Knapp with honors, Olga Denise Yarlund with honors, Jonathan Etan Kopinski with highest honors, Jane Mi-Young Yee, Andrew Kubrick Caleb, David Andrew Lee, James Paul Cole, Huiru Yi with high honors, Matthew David Kokut with highest honors, Afro Juwalisha, Lena Koikov, Deborah Rose Yesko, Conrad Adam Connick, Robert Y. Yellen, Devin M. Cox, Christine Chang Yin with honors, Sharon Suchitra Kopova, Hyun Sim Yoon, Yolanda B. Cornett, Sohail Yusuf, Ariana Kozarovsky with highest honors, Jasmine J. Yu, Karen J. Kozlowski, Megan Lee Yule, Monica Renee Kostrova, Brian H. Young with honors, Enos Tusulis,
I invite you all now to move from the left to the right. Congratulations. The ceremony is through.
I have to be so bad. You don't understand.
We're frozen. Can we hurry this up so I can?
Yes, we are trying to hurry this up.
Take one of just Megan.
All right. Joan. Just me and Meg.
One for Venus. Two graduates.
Wait, wait.
He's done that.